had politicians come and party with me. I've had all kinds of. I've had pastors come and party with me.
Pastors go to nightclubs.
No, he said come and party. No, don't do that. Don't do that.
No, but
nothing wrong with pastor.
I can even call it. He said he came to do evangelism.
Welcome guys to Paul's Hot Takes. My name is Nancy Chikuleve and I'm in my usual gang here today. I have DeeOne or aka DeeOne and Cera. I love it. Yes, that's what calling you like that. But guys, today we're talking nightlife and our guest to me is the king of nightlife. Like, he knows how to pull up. When you say, I need you to pull up, he understands the assignment. He's going to get A1. If there's anything higher than A1, he gets it. Ladies and gentlemen, I have the king of nightlife right here with us. One and only Pretty Mike. Woo! But is it really pretty though?
Guys, I want to say something. See, pictures don't do him justice at all.
Jesus.
Like, the name Pretty Mike, I just thought, okay, Pretty Mike. But looking at him, he's really pretty.
Well, guys, before we go, let's give a big shout out to our sponsors today. They brought Nutri-Milk. And you see the reason why I'm so energetic, right? And I'm not taking no for an answer. And this beauty is glowing. All thanks to Nutri-Milk. Thank you, guys. Big shout out to them.
We're talking nightlife. You know, when you said he comes with A1, what my brain was thinking was, Pretty Mike's entrance to events is a very thin line.
Yeah.
I don't know. Don't say thank you yet.
But it's
no, it's not a shade. It's a very thin line between A1 and F9.
Okay.
It's a very thin line.
Okay, I like that.
Like you can get it and you can miss it.
What's the thin line there?
Exactly.
Yeah,
you
can get it and you can miss it.
Like
sometimes
sometimes you come and it's like, okay, he has come again, it hits. And then there's sometimes you come and it's like
question mark.
We that have seen it online are saying blood of Jesus.
No, but that's the idea now.
What exactly is happening here?
So I think I always tell people I don't expect everybody to understand the act behind it. It is something way beyond most people's thinking. So sometimes you might have a simple one that you be like, okay, I understand it, I like it. And sometimes there are the real complicated ones that your medulla oblongata can't
really
like the bandage.
But wait, you call it art.
Yes,
why?
It's a movement, it's a voice, it's a message. There's always a whole bunch of things in it. It's creativity.
The bandages.
So I was supposed to ask your outfit for AMVC. What was the message?
Okay, I mean, I figured we're into the AI era where, come to think of it, there'll be a time where we'll stop wearing native Versace and the rest of it. And,
what do you think we'll wear?
And that's what you saw in AMVC. That's what's, because if you see them doing all these movies about futuristics, they don't see them. You see them, right? That's
so you think a time will come and we'll abandon? You're looking so good. You think we'll abandon?
I appreciate. Yes, we're going to get to that time.
You were saying that for you it's art, so there's nothing spiritual with anything that you do with those outfits.
Let's talk.
That's my thing with people. Everybody's always thinking spiritual. When you cough, you say spiritual. When everything is spiritual.
Can you blame
My
us?
problem is that's why we are third world country and they have an advanced country that don't see things as spiritual and see it as technology or see it as art or see it as something moving forward. Everything for us is spiritual. The day you wake up and see cockroach on your bed, you're thinking it's spiritual. Forgetting that you didn't flit your house. Everything is spiritual.
But you're giving an example that if I'm in a party and I see women and men coming with bandages, painted bodies.
Right. So there are a couple of ways I like to explain it to some people that don't understand. I say sometimes just look at me as an actor.
Okay.
And social media is my movie screen.
Okay.
Right. Okay. So when you see what you see as an event, just take it that I'm playing a role. True. And trust me, I'm always in character. When I'm in character, I have to finish and complete my scene before I get out of character.
So what made you decide to get into that role? Like, what made you wake up and say, you know what, I should make my entrances grand?
Good. So it's also simple. We as human beings like somewhat attention. I tell people that one of the biggest attention seekers ever, and I'm going to say right here, is God.
He made the world. The least he can do is seek attention.
So sometimes he seeks attention.
That's what I'm saying. That's the least he can do. He made the world.
Yeah. So and we're his kids.
Yeah.
So he cannot burn
Dog no fit
right.
born.
So that's I knew that's where I was going to.
Dog
So
no
that's
fit
why.
born goat.
Exactly. So, and I'll tell you something. Regardless, we are all seeking attention. I will explain.
Yeah.
That Sunday morning when you wear that nice outfit, do you know the feeling? You know the feeling you get.
Of course.
Good. Or you wear that nice shoe, a brand new hair. When you step out, you feel like you're on top of the world.
Yeah.
I want to have that feeling every time I go out.
But what if
That
I'm
makes
just
sense.
wearing this nice outfit? It's not like I'm feeling on top of the world. It's just this outfit is nice. It look good on me. Bam.
But trust me, even when you wear that now outfit, before you left your house, you looked at yourself in the mirror.
Mm.
You gingered yourself.
True.
And you know what?
But that's vanity. I'm not vain.
No.
You'd
I'm
be
saying,
no.
let's say, I'm just saying 9 times out of 10, everybody likes some kind of attention.
Yeah.
You look at haircuts, you look at yourself in the mirror. And you know what? At the end of the day, let's say you went to a program or something, and somebody give you a compliment, you were thinking something happened to that outfit.
Yeah.
You would think your hair was not done properly
Yeah.
or something. You just do it, you look nicer.
Yeah.
Even though you're from, don't worry. Nice, a lie.
Yeah.
Your mind, you're like, I know so fine.
I swear. No, but I like the way you've been able to make something out of it. You get one day where they check somebody's story. I can't see you
Okay.
for your club, proxy. You know what I saw?
What did you say?
I saw a lady in a jacuzzi.
Right.
And in they bath the leg, they scrub the leg. Everybody, it was so interesting. If you
Right.
see cameras, nobody has done that before in
Right.
Nigeria.
Right.
Do you get what I'm saying? So with Pretty Mike, you don't know what to expect. I did a hotel one day, many years ago. If you don't remember, one day you entered, everybody was seated. It was a comedy show. I can't remember the comedian.
Right.
You entered with umbrella.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Inside the hotel.
Yes.
Yep.
Umbrella and long
Yeah.
this thing. You just they walk out on your own. And then the person close to me, Omo Baba, you greeted him.
Yeah.
And then Omo Baba comes in, what be this? In content, I say, I know some people they look me. Not for the attention.
Yes,
you know?
man.
I mean, it was just for me, I won't lie to you,
Right.
if I wasn't doing what I'm doing right now, whatever
What
it
are
is,
you doing now?
a podcast with
Looking
you.
for trouble. Sexy ringlets and looking for
If
trouble.
I wasn't doing this, I swear, like this will be what I'll be looking into. Although this is very expensive, and I know some people pay you especially for that. Somebody
Do
tell and
they?
say, "Yeah."
People pay you to come here.
Why are you smiling, Pretty Mike? Now, is yes or no? Do they pay you?
He's
And
here
how
asking.
much do they pay you for this your entrance?
So, first of all, I'll tell you guys 9 times out of 10, I always tell people that offer to pay me that they can't afford to pay me for my creativity or for, because I've never repeated any particular, I have to always come up with something new.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And if you approach me at a time where I'm not in that mindset,
You will not.
I'll decline.
So there are
Yeah.
times that you're not in the mindset.
Yes,
Interesting.
especially when I've just finished one. I don't like doing back to back to back.
Mm.
It waters down. So I like it to have a toll first before I
Do
get
you use
into
the same
next one.
people? Is it the same set of people?
I have a team, a strong team.
And you pay them very well.
Everybody's happy. I've not had anybody complain, have you?
Okay, so I
Wow.
want to ask, right? And it's going to be a blunt question. Are you doing this for clout?
Clout. God, who says what's wrong with clout? You know, I hate that word.
Oh!
When people say
God
clout,
bless you.
when people say clout, like if it's supposed to be a bad word.
I
I mean, clout is what?
attention.
Attention. I don't understand. Is that, is this generation, this new era of people that think they can use a particular word and coin it and make it a bad word? No. I mean, clout is a beautiful thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Clout
They're
is
gonna call you-
beautiful.
they're gonna call-
Baba,
so-
I keep saying it. Baba God is the biggest cloud chaser ever.
Yeah.
And people say, no, but why you say that? I say, someone that is on top of everything, you see, we tell you call him when you put it in science, Baba God every day, every
Yeah.
minute, be hailing him. And like, Baba, you are Baba God. Must I be
Well,
hailing?
we
But
need
he
to
don't
acknowledge
actually no.
him.
But he actually
See.
doesn't like the healing. It's just we human beings.
Who
that
does
feel
not like the
Who
healing?
tell you?
It's the truth.
He
He
said
said
that
if
to
you don't hail him,
Yeah,
he
not
said if you
hailing.
don't hail him, I'll rest him.
Our
Yes.
redstone.
He says,
Oh my
God,
What do you
no,
mean
this
that-
attention they play.
He does it
Oh.
so. Don't you know that worship is the fastest way to get on his good books?
No, there's no fastest way to get to his good books, my G. There is no fastest way to get to his good books because the fastest way is already inside you, Christ. So I don't know what you mean
So
by
you have
worship
Christ-
or
you have
hailing.
Christ inside you and not
You
worshiping
know all this
God.
Jezebel.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Jezebels. When
Jezebel,
you say worship is the fastest way to get to God,
Excuse me,
Come,
pause. Nancy.
Do
You
your
have,
name
you have,
again. I wish they must stop at
you
people.
have Christ inside of you.
but
So how then do you express it? Through worship.
No,
What are
leave
you
her now.
saying?
But don't say
Even
it's the
Jesus Christ.
fastest way. That's
My dear.
my issue. Is the fastest way to get to
My
God.
dear, Jesus Christ, when he was on earth, he chased clouds.
Baga.
2 fishes
He was not
and 5
chasing.
loaves
No.
of bread.
He was not chasing clouds.
Okay, why did
he
he
was
come make
fulfilling
news?
his purpose on
Why he can't make
earth.
news? 5,000 people where do evangelism to. Why he make news?
Why?
But because it was not a normal thing that happened.
If what God Jesus was doing back then was in this era,
I swear.
you don't say comment section for us.
Yes, now. They'll say always chasing clouds. Always chasing clouds.
Let's be honest.
Must you turn water to wine?
Comment section for non scatter. Let's be realistic.
Yeah.
Sometimes we just forget that what happened was in that era
Yeah.
and social media was not available. But trust me, Mr. Jesus just turned water to wine.
He just fed.
And maybe some
5,000.
blood. Oh boy.
Then imagine him dying and now resurrecting again.
Oh no.
Just imagine what. That's true.
And this new social media people now where they question all the miracle. They go, I know I mentioned their name. They'll come out again and say, all right, listen to this one. Water to wine.
But it's the truth.
What are you teaching us?
You know?
So
why do you change? Why wine?
But it was at a wedding. And wine was what they were 7.
I'm saying social media now for
If to say now this day. No.
Social media will say he's not from God because why is he turning water to wine? He could have left it as water.
You see how?
I can
There is
imagine,
also
even
that.
then he had people that was criticizing him.
True.
No, norm. On
So-
a norm.
I'm saying so social media, they for call up you a cloud chaser.
Cloud chaser.
They will call him up. That word that time, cloud chaser no day.
Yes.
If he did that time,
They for this
for the Bible.
Before they
No, what are you saying now?
thou clouds
Thou
chase-
cloud-
But maybe the point we're trying to make when we say cloud chaser is that sometimes people go overboard and then
No,
do
but-
things that make you go, come on, you don't have to do things like this. I'll use DeeOne for example now.
Right.
DeeOne, I mean, before now that
Don't
I
cost
knew
me.
him.
What do you mean before now? The guy still does this
I
now.
know, but like before now that I know him, I know that it's not the perception I had.
He's a
before.
normal person. He's
a
not
normal
cuckoo.
person.
Okay,
Exactly.
you
But-
think he was an abnormal person?
yes, I was. I'm not gonna lie.
But at least you were thinking of me.
I wasn't thinking of you. I just didn't want to see you or have anything to do with you. But the point I'm making is that, like, you set camera and any trending conversation, you just want to
Jump
have an
in.
opinion. You just want to put your mouth. You just want like.
I want to
relax.
tell you something. That is a gift.
Yeah.
I
So
mean,
you
but it's
think
a
DeeOne is
gift.
gifted?
Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. I can put up any amount of money. Try DeeOne being DeeOne for 1 week. If you can
Yeah.
successfully do 5 to 10 videos every day,
Yeah.
any amount you call, I'll give it to you. Just give it a shot.
I'll
Give
do
me
it.
another task now.
No.
Exactly.
Excuse
It's
me.
not
I want
that
to take up
easy.
on this offer.
Exactly.
I will do it. DeeOne.
Try
I go
am.
do am.
Try what
I
I
go
do for
do
1 week.
1 week. I go do
If
am.
easy, do am.
I go do am.
Listen, I'm not just talking about not just doing it. In the first 24 hours, maybe like 2,000 comments. Don't face your DM. They don't use all the abuse. They don't go find your mama picture, find your sister picture. They've emotionally hit you up.
Yeah.
And you're saying it's not talent for you to be
Yeah.
able to withstand all that and still keep going.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Okay,
Before
so
if you go bring out your new picture for secondary school,
I
you-
swear.
I mean, because yes, they'll be looking for everything to
Silence
hit you with.
Yeah.
But people have tried doing that with you. So
I mean, I
how
have,
come
I have
you-
a tough skin.
Yes, I was-
Tough skin, oh.
Yes, no.
So
tough
So
skin.
before you even started, you already anticipated what the response was going to be, and you were prepared for
I mean,
it.
like I said, I have a tough skin.
That's right.
I'm trying to say, like, had you always had that tough skin before Pretty Mike became Pretty Mike, or
Yeah.
the industry turned you into that guy with tough skin?
No, so wow, okay. I think I had a very bad experience in my nightclub in Ikeja years back,
Mhm.
right? And I think when I came out of that, I don't think there was any other thing that could have hit me as hard as back then. And this was, we're not talking about social media was not there. So we're talking about tabloids, city people, ovations, you know, and then my picture was right there. And the
What did
story
they
was
say about you?
the story was not a nice story.
Hmm.
It was one of those stories that can break you.
I know.
What did
They
they
say
say?
that you
I wanna-
killed
I wanna know what
somebody.
yeah, did they say you killed somebody?
I think it was even worse than that.
You did ritual.
It's worse than that. But it was not,
What's that ritual?
well, it was a ritual thing, but, let me put it this way. So a group of guys came to my club,
Mm-hmm.
right? And they came with this. I didn't really know them, but I knew one of them. You know how one calls you and say, my guys, they come. That kind of thing. So I said, okay, I don't spend money. Fine. So they came, they were spending money. Of course, I'm socializing. I'm happy that they're spending money. But girls there, I say, babes, now. There's a really lot of girls sitting down there. I brought them to the mist. They were having fun drinking. And I just told the girls, feel free with them. These boys, they spend money. They have, you know, at the end of the day, 2 of them decided to go home with
The girls.
the girls. I said, my guys, you know, I asked the one that I know. Hope say, well, you say, don't we'll take care of them.
Okay.
And boom, they all went home. 24 hours, The other ones that left, because all in the same hostel, reached out to me that that girl I can say, those girls, they don't go, they were enjoying themselves. You don't see any luxury thing now. And sometimes it's like that. Some girls just stay there a couple of days because facility, you know.
Yeah, enjoyment.
1 day, 2 days, 3 days.
No word.
They reached out back to me again. I tried to reach out to that guy, but I didn't really take it that serious. You know, the kids are like, you know. And the next thing, after like 4 days, some police came to me.
Wow.
Right, Mufti. Okay. When they came to me with this Pretty Mike, we know you. Within soap. And when they came with one of the girls. I'm like, what happened? They say that they have found this girl's bodies on the road somewhere in a laundry or something. But what even led them back to their school was the ID card and some paperwork they saw. So they now traced it back to the school, went to the hostel, and that's how they found out that, this is where these girls stay, and then reached out to their friends. Said, we'll be looking for these girls when I Pretty My Club, they go last year. You know, that kind of thing. I'm like, wow. Oh. Now that's heavy.
Yeah.
You know
Very.
Very. They came, obviously now from school, they came to ask me questions. I'm like, but they know me. They know.
Yeah.
That's not my style. But that was not the case. They now asked me about the person that I know. I said, I don't know them, but I know a particular guy.
Yeah.
I called the boy. Where he did? He said, I say in this shrine. I said, sure.
What do you mean shrine, fella shrine?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Before people think you call yourself shrine.
Anybody we shrine.
Everybody no say no be street like that.
Wow.
So to cut it short, the guy came and then understood what happened. I'm like, then I asked him, hey, what's up? Those your guys that day. See what happened. He's like, hey, he doesn't even know them. He said he doesn't know them. That night he was at shrine. Those guys came, bought him drinks, take which ones. We don't want to know what the shrine is. Once we are smoking, we have like
all of us don't be guys.
Yes.
People say, I don't know.
Exactly. So it's a case of where will we bought this night?
Yeah.
Everything there.
Yeah.
My guy put to my side.
Yeah.
You can see how that happened.
Yeah.
And he brought people that he didn't know, which happens often.
True.
That's normal nightlife.
Exactly. But now, those people were bad people. But what I say, what affected me was the fact that it happened in my space.
Yeah.
Oh.
And that time
That's
when
terrible
no be that time when you feel clear the air.
Yes.
That's
It happened in my space, and that is the most I've had. All my body couldn't take it because first of all, anything that has to do association with that kind of thing is not my thing, But after that, I overcame that, and I figured nothing feel bad reach down again, and nothing really feel bad reach down.
True.
Again.
How have you been able to navigate that scenario that it doesn't happen again? Because this thing you're telling me now, it's not a strange thing with nightlife. You have a lot of people, and I don't understand how girls do it, that you meet a guy in the club and the next thing you're following the guy home. I don't understand. I understand his money, but at the same time, I don't understand. Where's your brain not going that, okay, this guy that is willing to offer me 10 million, 5 million, 1 million, would he collect something from me?
I know it's your show, but can you please stop chasing clouds? You don't know. You don't understand.
I love that.
Making it sound like
I love that.
I've never been involved in such a thing.
I've never been involved in such a thing.
Please,
Pretty much. No.
On this.
My name has never been associated with such a thing.
Yes, publicly.
Even unpublicly, it can never be.
Like, why? It's not normal.
It's not.
Okay. For you to meet a guy and just...
Honestly, I think it's not normal.
Can I say something?
Like, how do you meet somebody for the first time?
And you're
follow
moving.
him?
Anybody.
I want to tell you, I like being honest.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I like it or I'm part of it or I even approve of it. But this is Nigeria. Can we stop acting like
we don't know what's happening?
Exactly.
No, we're not saying
it doesn't happen.
And it's normal.
No. We're not saying that.
Yes.
We don't know that it's happening.
Okay.
What we are saying is we don't understand how people got to this point where it's something.
Society and economy is what's happened, and it's been happening way back from before we were born.
Of course.
No, so I totally no.
Some people now so that they born them.
No.
Yes.
So I understand.
Vibes.
I'm sorry. I
They give birth
understand
to the out of vibes.
if a lady comes out and says she is a prostitute, That one understand. But my issue with these girls is
What about Ron's girl?
Ron's girl is the same thing. But my issue with these girls, they will
What
tell
of-
you
now they call
What
them
of
hooks.
Okpo?
Have you seen that on
hooks now.
What?
But now the funny thing is, these girls will say it's not hookup they are doing. They're not doing Ron's girls. They're not doing prostitute. They just found a vibe with the guy. But the back of my mind is, my point is like, but not the same thing now. Hookup.
I feel like every girl has the tendency to vibe with somebody from the first time.
It's a normal
There are some
human
people you meet.
emotion, but you won't go home with them to have sex with them.
No, wait. Don't put it like
It's
that. There are
even
some
one thing
people.
to go home and have sex with them. It's another thing to go home, have sex with them, and then they give you money.
No, wait,
Then that
calm
one is
down.
not
Okay, you like to go home
Okay.
for free.
No, I'm not.
I like
don't
to
go home.
establish this place.
No. Everybody, no.
I like-
We're trying to make a point here. Like he was trying to say, okay, that every woman has a tendency of meeting somebody and
And it's not a bad
catching
thing.
a vibe. And I'm saying it's not just a woman thing. It's also a man thing. We have emotions. We're human beings. You can meet somebody and catch a vibe with them. But like, why are you going home with them? Why are you going home?
Have
to
you not
sex
met
with
people
them?
that?
Have you never had one nice
I've
thing?
never.
Do you get? It makes no sense.
I've never.
In my book,
No, wait.
I do.
It was. They asked her.
You drink.
Yes.
You
You
get
don't-
drunk.
I don't get drunk. I'm an adult, but I get
you-
tipsy.
I mean, now.
Yeah, I
when
get
you're-
tipsy,
when
but I
you're
don't
quite-
get drunk.
When you were quite younger, are you trying to say that you've never like maybe
I've never.
you've had friends that have it has
Funny
happened
enough, no, I don't roll with. I don't. That's not my world. Honestly, that's
I'm
why
not-
it
I'm
doesn't
not
make sense.
disputing
to
that.
me.
I'm
love
not
it, my
disputing
dear.
That's
But
why it
they're
doesn't make
asking
sense.
her,
to
why
me.
are you
I'm
feeling
happy
comfortable?
because I can understand where she's coming
Like,
from.
it doesn't
Shady,
make
they
sense.
ask.
I don't. You know. I
Because
don't.
he-
See, I don't like this. I'm asking you a question. She's trying to rope off of.
Eh.
For Telegram with Sabiha.
Between Pretty Mike and Nancy on
I don't
this
understand.
episode.
Roll. Keep rolling.
We
It's
know where we
okay.
find you. Don't worry.
You can't find me there. You can't find me
Actually,
there. Never.
Don't defend what you don't know. Can you say for her?
No, not for her. I said I have.
For you, yes, I know. But Telegram, no, no.
I'm not on Telegram.
But the thing is, this world of nightlife, right?
Right.
How did you get into it? Because
I think it's a beautiful thing. It's one of the
Hmm.
most lucrative industries in Nigeria.
If
So,
you know how to.
yes, your way around it.
Yeah.
I mean, friend, when I came back to Nigeria after studying in Texas, I got a 9-to-5 job.
really, doing
yeah.
what?
My father worked one job for me like that, and I think I stayed there for like 4 days.
Yeah, I remember you saying this
Yeah.
at an event.
And that was it, because the manager, someone that was supposed to be like over me, came and told me that it doesn't. You know that I use long leg to get here, but the way it goes is at the end of the month I have to give him certain percentage of my money. Otherwise, you will frustrate me. He'll write me up. I say, hey, hold up, man. I ain't about this. Nah, man. We don't play like that. And I'm gone. And then I used to be the guy that back in school, back in Houston, did all the parties. And it only became natural just to try and bring a new vibe to Lagos. And that was my thing.
Yeah.
And then my uncle that just opened up a club that time in Ikeja asked me to come join him as a partner. And I just I became creative in bringing up different
Like how old were
ideas.
you around this
Club
time?
Uno.
Right.
Like how old were you around
I
this
think I was
time?
in my 20s.
So you were pretty young.
Yeah, I'm still pretty
Do
young.
you feel like it's because of your family had a good back end? That's why you could be able to like leave the job and just go and do nightlife immediately? Because a lot of me, I cannot even try that. I cannot. And my family doesn't have that back. There's no money.
Poor man, they suffer.
So, yeah, I want to
Do
know.
I think, I don't think sometimes it has to do with backing. Sometimes it has to do with personality. Some people can, I mean, I have staffs now at my job. But if you shout to them once, so they don't go. Some people are, I mean, sometimes it's also your personality. Some people can have the skin to take certain things. You know, I've had a cook, chef before that. I just went off yelling. Next day, 2 minutes, I can't walk again. I'm like, what happened?
Yeah, because you shouted at him.
Say I shout. Say you don't like me put a shout for her. So if I'm upset, what should I do? I make I flog her.
Are you joking?
That made me
Nah,
go.
BDSM shit.
That was the end. That was the end of the.
Yeah, I told him I can't. What's that supposed to mean? Grown ass man.
See when you flog her, pass me, you talk to her.
I make I talk to him. I said,
What was he trying to establish?
I said I like And I understand this part of you. You have the mental problem. I said, I bet they go. And it was serious. He said, rather me flog him.
What?
Than, I'm like, where are you people? But that has been a mental problem.
It has to be. I agree with that. I agree with that.
What?
So what is the difference now between this question is in twofold. Difference
This
between
neutral milk thing.
yeah, you want to
Is
drink?
that very aphrodisiac side?
No.
No.
It's in the
I don't be.
they carry you go
No.
there.
I'm telling you, it's been.
No, but shout out to
Shout
Nutri
out
Milk,
to
by the
Nutri
way.
Milk.
Our
Our sponsors.
No,
Yeah.
yeah. Shout out to them, but you and now I know why you and DeeOne are close.
Our wonderful sponsor.
Like you guys' frequencies, like
I was gonna say, like, what is
No, I
the-
mean, if I will understand that your frequency can be where we are because
oh
you're not that
gosh.
exposed.
Oh my
But
gosh.
it's
Pretty
still
Mike and
something
Nancy,
that we can work
please.
on based on now that we have.
Are you sure
known.
this is not love at first sight, guys?
Sarah.
Are you sure it's not love at first sight? Because what's going on here?
please, Sarah, don't do that.
No, there's
don't do
some
that.
now this kind of thing.
DeeOne, don't even do that.
Okay.
Thank
Don't
you very
argue.
much.
So I wanted to ask you earlier, like, what is the difference between the Nigerian nightlife? I mean, you said that you came from organizing parties in school and then coming into Nigeria. What's the difference between the Nigerian nightlife and the American nightlife? Would you say it's pretty similar? Like, is it the same debauchery that goes on?
No, so that's why that's why I think Nigeria has the craziest December, which is of course Dirty December. It has become a trend worldwide. I'll tell you the difference between the nightlife or nightclub in Nigeria and America. For example, in America, there's something called last call for alcohol. Every state has it, where alcohol is no more sold at a particular hour. I think for most states it's 2:00.
Oh, really?
No, it's not sold again.
Never heard that.
You can Google it. They have time where they stop selling alcohol.
So once you don't reach like at 2 a.m., no
Are you
more selling
serious?
of alcohol.
I want that to say they already talk, say last call for alcohol, last call, meaning come collect your alcohol now because
Are you
once
sure?
you can Google it
Once
now.
to don't knock.
Is
No,
it only
it's-
alcohol they stop? What about the drugs? Or drugs is all through
Is
the
that
night?
one legal? Why are you talking about something that's
It's not legal.
I don't understand.
Make government they put cap
I
for waiting
don't-
today.
I don't understand. You can't- But so, and what sells in clubs? Alcohol.
Yeah.
So you know what happens? By that time, that means the clubs are dying.
True.
By 2 o'clock, 2:30, when they go out.
True.
Now then we they start for Lagos.
Now, Lagos, they have never, that's why they come back. They have never seen by 9 o'clock in the morning. We are still clubbing.
In December.
In December. Some places still in Lagos.
So
If you know, you know.
yeah, we're
But
here.
even during normal time?
Yes, no matter. Maybe they come out for 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock.
Of course. You know they
Like
go.
like on a random May.
Yes, no.
Yes,
Uh-uh.
no. Funny enough,
Where are you?
there was a time I used to work for a brand Hennessy, and we used to be the girls that wear fine clothes and just make people buy drinks. We move from club to club to club to club. By 7 a.m., we're in some certain clubs and it's still balling.
Come on, you don't work.
Like, you get so this whole
You
nightlife
don't
thing.
hustle.
But my question
Nancy,
now
you have
is,
really been through stuff.
DeeOne,
Can I ask my own question before your question? Because that's your story where you know, you've been through a lot. I want to ask you this question. You know, say you now, like you're a nightlife king, and also you're into entertainment. Like, of course, you know, affiliated with a lot of people. You
Right.
know a lot of people across borders. People they owe you.
Of course, it's part of the
The
business.
reason I'm asking is because this owing, now send one man, is Spade,
King of Spades.
King of Spade,
Dukes of Spades.
Duke of Spade, yes, we get escape.
Richard.
Sent him away from this business. Now food didn't do into now only food, like take away all those kind. I'm telling you,
you know,
like he came out on social media and said, you know what, I go call Luna
out. There was
Big
a lot
big
of
celebrities.
old,
People call it badges. Say,
Uh-uh.
you know.
they called off some of our big celebrities now that they were
No, I don't think he
owing.
mentioned anybody's name, but that post he made because in the
Triggered-
vex,
triggered a
triggered
lot.
people just they send, oh yeah, send your account. You know, has it happened to you? And you know, how are you able to? Because I mean, if you have people owe you from 40 million or how did they owe?
No, I know.
What to be 40 million? He passed like that, self.
So, my new establishment, Proxy, is a new brand. Barely 5 months plus now.
Yeah.
We are still enjoying the new car smell. You know, some of these things, before someone can actually owe it, they have to come and establish a
Yeah.
credit line, meaning they've been balling with you, partying with you for them
For
to
a
know.
while.
Right, exactly. So we're still a little bit strict on that, or rather, they still feel like at a new place, we will never go.
We'll
that
never
kind-
spoil them.
Yes,
Yeah.
that kind of thing. But eventually, it's the business. It's gonna happen. I don't think there's no industry in this Nigeria that somebody doesn't owe somebody.
Real low.
Yeah. I'm sure even in this your station.
No, do you mean there's no club or there's no industry?
There's no industry somebody's not owing somebody.
But Pulse know they owe.
Well, you know they did.
That's another thing.
You know, I let me explain. I'm not trying to.
Our guy said they know they owe.
I'm not trying to. So it's this thing called owing.
Yeah.
I think it's part of our Nigerian culture.
How?
Yeah, where you.
I know radio stations that are owing salary of 18 months in this Lagos.
Exactly. That's what I was trying to say.
They know themselves.
That's what I was trying to say. You
there
know,
are more than one.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So
there's one that has like 4 companies, 4 radio stations.
Okay. So what I'm saying is, it's
I love the call outs.
It's part of the culture already.
But how is that a culture that people are working, they are using their time, creativity to work for you, and you have the audacity to owe them?
Listen,
in fact, you use the money to travel to go and do your personal business. They have owed me before.
So what I'm trying to say, when is a system where there's no check and balance.
Yeah.
That's why it's that easy.
Yeah.
True,
If they are owing you 18 months, like you said, like a radio station.
Nobody's owing me. My
No,
establishment,
not you.
Inspiration
I'm
FM.
saying, you said there's a radio station that they are owing the staff 18 months.
Absolutely.
If you see those people where they still work there, they're supposed to arrest all of them first.
But how about the part where
How are they still making? How are they still? Where did they see transport?
Some of them have side hustles. No.
That's
let me tell you an experience. I know, like my colleagues, not my colleagues, like people I know where they work, they've owed them like 3 months salary.
As what? Working as what?
Like they're in the media space.
No, media.
So they're in the media space. You're owing them 3 months salary. They pay them 2 and they decide to not pay them the last one. And you expect these people to still come to work and still work in the month of where they are working in. And you're at the back of your mind, you're not asking, how are these people getting transportation to come to the office? And you still give them work. So I still don't understand it. It's like, if you don't have enough structure to pay your employees money, then close your business and don't put people through that.
It's a cycle.
True. And that person,
Trust
they
me,
owe them.
Other person, they owe them.
If you be say one brand, we supposed don't pay.
I'm
Don't
telling
tell them, say, you have to wait
it's
for
a
90
cycle.
working days. Not be
It's
90
the
days.
system.
90 working
Once the
days.
system is not working, it's difficult for all these things to add
True.
up.
True. There's a ripple effect.
But
There's
there
a
are some,
ripple effect.
then
no
we
pretty
hear
my
that,
but there are
but-
people that
I'm not
they
saying
have
there are
the
some
money.
people that are not taking advantage of it.
Exactly.
Of
Thank
Of course,
you.
that's also the system. The system is no check and balance, so some people obviously take advantage of it.
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to say, it's a ripple effect. It's a cycle.
What?
But then you would not expect that, because I would hear, I mean, we know that the people who spend the most money in nightlife are the people who make, the illegal bag. By that.
I didn't know
Who told
that.
you?
Oh, that's not what it is?
I didn't know that.
Because, I mean, I don't know anybody working 9 to 5 that will come and be
Because
buying drink 10
everybody
million.
is-
Because
complain about the economy.
The 95 people are definitely not our clients.
True.
So who are your clients?
Businessmen.
Who are the
Entrepreneurs.
Entrepreneurs that have
So they are
employees.
Yes, those
So
are our clients.
not Yahoo boys, not...
No, I mean, I'll definitely not. We're not a fan of encouraging people that make illegal money to come. No, I mean, I'm not. Then I would like to start asking your source of income.
Exactly.
I've had politicians come and party with me. I've had all kinds of people. I've had pastors come and party with me.
Pastors,
But not popular
pastors go to nightclubs.
No, he said come and party. No, don't do that. Don't do that.
No, but
Nothing wrong. If pastor,
listen, listen, I can
What's
even
a
call
pastor looking for in a nightclub?
He said he came to do evangelism.
yeah.
And it felt like, no, I'm just telling you.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
that makes
Can
a
we
lot
be-
of sense.
Yes, let's not. You see,
Makes a whole
the
lot
way
of
you guys
sense.
look at things, don't look at, always look at it from a
Yes.
different angle.
Yeah.
Listen, he was there in my club, he partied, he socialized, he collected number, whatever you want to call it, he said he was doing evangelism. That's what God sent him to come. I mean, I don't
No,
know.
but no, Sarah, think about it.
Think about what?
Exactly, because you're always doing judgmental.
I'm not being judgmental, but
No,
think
that's
about
Sarah
No,
for
but
you.
no,
Sarah the
Sarah.
judge.
Huh?
Sarah fit after now.
Yeah.
Sarah fit call us more judge you.
Yes.
Oh, God have mercy.
But Jesus when he was alive.
Yes,
he
now
was-
prostitute, tax collectors,
oh.
thief.
Jesus
Mary
did
Magdalene.
prostitute.
Yes,
Okay.
Mary Magdalene was a prostitute. She was converted.
So
The
I'm
woman
not
did
saying-
well.
Guys, I am not saying that you shouldn't evangelize to lost souls in quotes. What I am
Prostitute mopping
saying-
leg.
What I am saying is,
Right.
we did not hear that Jesus went to the tavern, or what did they call it in those days?
They did
My
have-
dear, he went to go
He
and
didn't-
chill with Zacchaeus,
But
and everybody knew that Zacchaeus was.
guy. The equivalent of that is a pastor with what's it called? One Yahoo boy. or one prostitute, not a place where things are going on at night. Too many things are going on at night.
So how do you
what are you doing there?
How do you want to get them?
You the one that say
You can get them anywhere else but the
no,
club.
what if
At the bus
this day
stop.
you need to get
Can I ask you
them?
a question?
But the
Sorry.
club.
If you're a firm believer of Christ, right? Like I'm thinking you're claiming to be one. If the Holy Ghost ministers to you and say, go here, who are you to say that person? I mean, were you there when the Holy Ghost ministered to him?
I believe
No,
that
no.
wisdom
Let's
is
not
profitable
judge.
to
You know one of the
direct.
things.
after all this return, you still use wisdom.
Yes.
Because I've heard stories about.
Hold on.
See, I've
you know one of the
heard
biggest.
stories
One of
about
the
how
big.
people backslid just from doing things like this that they are not equipped for.
Don't get me wrong. Now the key word is not equipped for. But what about if he was equipped?
Okay, let's hope he was equipped.
And one of the things Christ has always says,
Let's hope he
please,
was
one of his
equipped,
biggest commandment is do not judge.
Yeah.
I'm not judging, but I'm just saying
Yes,
wisdom
yeah,
is profitable
you
to
don't-
direct.
you
Use your
don't-
sense. Because I've heard not one, not two, not three stories of people who went to evangelize in things like this at the club, prostitute's
Hey,
house,
that's for them
whatever.
now.
Few months later, few years later, we're
They
hearing
became
that these people,
prostitutes too.
not just becoming prostitutes, it's you're hearing that they are engaging in
Then,
sexual activities
so
with
sorry.
some
So
of those people
going back
and
to
doing
the
things
going
like
back
that.
to the scripture,
So, like,
they are the
avoid-
ones that have heard the word and it fell on the rocky grounds. Those are them. I'm sorry,
Okay.
because if you really planted inside of you, you will not.
Let's go back to
the conversation.
to
Okay.
him.
Has anyone come to proxy?
As anyone.
Why is it
Well,
that you want to
well,
choose?
Well, so I had one come obviously bless the place and open it. Yes.
Of course.
It's a
See,
business.
if God hand not do what they do for this
Oh,
life, you
thank
know
you,
who
bro.
succeed do. Now you didn't
No, I just said because
I,
I'm
I
shocked.
love to club. Do you know why? 'Cause
I know why.
I network.
It's,
And
it's
that's
a
it.
it's a network reason.
Yes.
I agree.
When I was at your club
Yeah.
last week or 2 weeks
Mm.
ago, I met one guy that promised. Now even you tell and say my show they come.
Yes.
Now you tell and say my show they
Yes,
come.
yes,
And he
yes.
said I'm going to bring my brand on board.
Yes,
Do you
yes,
understand?
yes,
If I did my house, you think na online I go to see all those kind of things.
Yeah.
You get that's
But
the real life. I'm coming.
Thank you for
I,
bringing
I
this
recently
up.
saw a video where Davido was mentioning some of the best clubs and he
Right,
mentioned
right.
your club.
Yes.
Yeah, he did.
You know.
Shout out
Thanks,
Davido.
Yeah, shout out. Why you okay? Yeah, shout out. Why would he? But
Shout out 001.
yeah, shout out to Davido. Don't do.
Shout out
don't
001.
put any number to.
Do you want land? Please?
I just like to dey look for David Trump. Wait. Anyway, so what's the highest
Davido to
amount?
you, not David. Sorry.
Oh, it's Davido to me, not David.
Yeah.
Now you the rate person high you. As far as I'm concerned, nobody high past me. We are all the same in the eyes of God and in my own eyes.
Yes.
Anyway, what's the highest amount of money that somebody has spent in a club that you have where you don't not be audio
Mm-mm.
because you know saying
Audio
that
money.
nightlife a lot of fake
Audio money there.
where you don't witness.
96 million.
In one night.
What were they buying?
Wait.
Hey God.
Wait. 96 million naira.
Was this recently or back then in Ikeja?
No, recently. This
Tinubu
is-
Nation.
This, of course.
Not this year. Oh.
Last year.
This where Tinubu enter.
They tell you now.
In this Tinubu economy, person they spend 96 million for club.
Was it-
As country
Wait,
tough,
wait.
96 million.
Mike, was it your club or?
It wasn't my club.
But
But were you
what's
there?
Yes.
What's the most expensive?
Wait,
Person
and
make
you
the
saw
transfer.
the money you say you go.
Yes.
Person made the transfer.
Yes.
How do you send 96 million? Did they go for?
For when? The 100 million be max.
Hey.
Ooh.
For
My
business.
God.
Did he pay for everybody in the club?
So it was his birthday and he splurged. And as a young man, I think he was 35. It's the oil and gas industry, and that's just
You dey see am?
You see?
You dey see am?
You see? You
You
talk
dey see am?
all that gas.
People see even the Yahoo boys. They know they spend like that.
They don't now.
Do
They
you know
don't make
they
that
can't-
much money.
You can't.
96 million naira.
That person must have oil well.
That club could just close for that month first. Go take break,
Not really. Go see.
but they'll still open again.
Must
They
open.
hype more people.
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
So 96 million.
Right.
I can't speak.
Yeah. So I mean, this is mad. I was thinking maybe 30 something, 40 something, but 96 million one person.
That's normal. 30s to 40s are normal.
Wow.
I
In
think
a day, right?
That goes on
From
right
one
person.
every weekend that happens.
So what is the average a regular club would make? Like a club that is bubbling in Lagos now, on an average per night, how much do you
No,
think
it
they would
depends.
make?
Oh, if you say
Depends.
club, where? All those
Yes.
clubs now for like Ikotun, all those that 96 million are 2 years money.
Yes, why not?
You understand?
But
If you but if
Okay,
you're
but
saying
what's your-
island,
that's
the
been
island.
that's been an A-list club.
A-list club.
A-list club, most of them are in VI.
Mm-hmm. So, like, how much per night would an A-list club make in VI?
Average?
Yeah.
Average will still be between 30 or 40.
One night.
Average.
Wow.
No, but it's true. That day where I come here, this one where I just come, you see people they spend money. You get one TikToker where they look at small boy for online. The way the boy big for my eye, money where he spend. I say, Jesus,
You humble.
I call the live stream the next day. No, but I'm telling you that. No, don't worry. Don't.
And I want to say something. I think we have, and quote me on this, we have left that era of Yahoo boys in Nigeria.
True.
Yeah.
True.
How do you mean now?
True.
There are a lot of young entrepreneurs making the money quick, fast, also spending it fast, legit.
But you do realize that recently, like 2-3 days ago, the FBI, I believe, arrested a so-called tech queen. So I don't think that we're done with Yahoo people. I just think that they've been able to package it and hide it under something.
No. Every industry will always have those that are trying to manipulate it.
Of course.
Let's keep it real. Every industry. I don't want to, if it's the media house, they have, it's always going to happen. Doesn't necessarily mean that it's normal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
True.
So you think the number of Yahoo boys in Nigeria, they've reduced?
Everybody's trying to.
People only do all that things. Way money. And they did inside their house.
Yes.
Talking about fraud, I think, I don't know how many of you saw this post that this guy did. What's his name? That he was talking about how somebody came to buy a certain amount of wigs from him and the person transferred the money. Then when they were processing the order, the person was like, oh, something came up. Can you transfer the money back? And instead of it going back to the account that transferred, it went to somebody else's.
Right.
And that was like scam.
Yes, I saw that.
Have you experienced such,
Yeah.
yes, in your own business? Fake transfer, fraud, like
Fake
somebody,
money.
fake money.
Not
Somebody trying to rope you into probably
money laundering.
Money laundering.
No,
Mike.
it's you were talking to me, then you had your eyes looking at me, and then I can see that.
These
I think
two are
it's
in
me.
love.
But
Guys, our
when
first
you-
marriage
when
of
you-
hot day.
Hi, Cera.
When you touched me, it shocked me.
Aww.
So I don't know if it's that.
If there's
right, or if it's,
Yeah.
if it's juju you are trying
No,
to
but
say.
Nancy, what do you mean, Sarah? You know, he's single
I
now.
don't know if the soap. you
So
use
what's-
today is,
Oh, she's
Please
even
answer the
blushing, guys.
So,
It's with
She
me.
can't handle
the
this
thing called fake transfer, it's a norm in our society. Fake currency, all that are norms. You're always going to have individuals trying to pull fast ones. It's been happening before now, and it's going to keep happening even after now. People are always going to try and take advantage of the system. So, however way they try to this fake transfer now, it's a thing. It's common. You know, it's happening everywhere.
So the first time it happened to you, how did you find out that it was fake? What did you do?
How did I find
I
it?
see how see happened to
It doesn't
you.
happen to me, but it happened to my staff.
So how did you guys sort it out?
How do you want to sort it out? The person is OT law.
Whoa. Did you fire
Now the
that
staff then go pay that one like go work for 10 years.
You don't the OT law, you don't go.
You fired him.
Yeah, because and what happens is these people are good. You know, they come into you, you get comfortable with them. You might even bring in like 2,000 naira tip, you make you feel like, you know. So what happens? You don't now do the check and balance. You don't dot all the T's and as you're supposed to. Right. And that's what happens. You're like, oh, transfer, I don't see my last, I don't see, I'm like, okay. You have to make sure manager confirms it. And even at that, you're supposed to snap the alerts. You know, and there's a particular figure you spend in the club, I'll snap the alert, I'll snap your face.
Okay.
Guarantee.
It's the,
Una dey hear?
yeah.
So
There's a
if you,
particular
snap,
mad.
if you snap their face, how do you like find
Ah.
them again if they've
It-
left?
it's not that, at least I can put a face now.
To the hey,
if I go and make a report to the police, there's like, who? Okay, so who?
you call it describe
That guy be like, we
one
fat, we chop, one.
You
No,
won't resemble the
So
place.
Nigerian
Yeah.
police, if you show them picture, if you find the person for you.
that's the one I'm saying. These are just. So I'll tell you something. We have a listen. We have a
police, they
group.
try.
We have a group of association of club owners.
Okay.
We have put on the platform now. It helps other people. Like I said, it helps.
Oh, so una we
there's a
get club.
group.
Yeah,
Una get group.
we have a group. Yeah.
So
But-
you people have
but
names of blacklisted people?
Yes, of course.
Is it just
Who's
in
on the
Lagos or
list?
in the whole country?
Lagos for now.
Pretty Mike, who's on the list? Or the blacklisted
Is there any
people?
popular person? Is there any famous person on the list? You
There
don't
are
need to
some.
mention the name.
There are some. Please don't serve them past this limit. Anything is on your own. Meaning that's the credit you can
Hold
Quote
Yeah.
from them.
at least bad as it bad because they are so famous. You cannot just say decline them from coming in
Yeah.
or deny them entry. Riot will happen. You know, but if you get to an amount like this,
Don't
just-
give them more than that. And all of you stick by it. And anybody will not stick
some.
by
If you don't stick by, no, you're allowed to stick by it. That's just it's on your own.
It's like your
Yeah.
other
But at least that conversation has been had.
Do you-
Talking about coming in, let me speak for the women.
Yes, go ahead.
Why is it that some clubs, especially on the island,
Right.
look at the kind of girls that they let into their club? I mean, like, are you trying to say that people cannot just want to? The point of going to the club is to go and dance, drink, and have a good time. So why is a bouncer at the gate refusing some women entry?
Simple.
Tell me.
Wait, pretty, before you answer. Excuse me, you too, when you're coming to a certain place, you have to dress a certain way.
Sometimes you're dressed well.
I don't think you're dressed
Girl,
well and you look
sometimes you're
well
dressed
and
well.
they bounce you.
Girl, sometimes you're dressed well. I'm not talking about people who wear slippers and stuff like that. No. Even though that's conversation for another day, because I don't think that we should be looking at people's slippers. But I'm saying sometimes you dress well. But then at the gates, bouncers still don't let you come in.
Okay.
But then they change when they see that a man is coming in with you.
Yeah.
So why is that?
So first of all, I think we're in a society that is sometimes all this still boils down to the society where we believe that obviously the men have more money or more spending power than the women. That's one. But in terms of gaining entry in, there's a rule. It has been set. 9 times out of 10, we don't want single women to come in on their own.
Why?
If you will let me speak.
But I just
You-
asked why.
Now
If
you
will
ask
let-
am,
yes,
no
and I'm
be-
yet to speak.
Okay.
9 times out of 10, we have all these street girls. I mean, I don't want to use the word prostitute, but I mean, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
that come into hustle.
True.
Now, I don't want to clog my club with 90% women. If you give them the opportunity, they'll all come, sit down, and probably not buy anything but water and juice.
You don't
And that's
think-
not why I opened the establishment for. So that's why we have what is called a reservation line. You can call. If you are well articulated, well known, you make a call. I'm coming, I'm busy, or I'm coming with 4 of my friends. You know what? They will not deny you access. But that person that just walks off the street and just wants to, no. We'll now start asking questions. Who you here with? Do you have a reservation? I mean, that
So
kind
you
of,
don't think that's misogyny?
no, that's the rule and the regulation.
But I think that sounds like misogyny to me because
And you open
why
your
can
own
a
now.
man just drive to the club and he's allowed access in, and then for a woman, we almost now.
But Sarah,
Reserve.
don't you think
Even at that, even with some of the guys, they still have to call.
True.
Those that don't have to call are probably those that have been well known in the establishment already. And that's different. They can walk in at any time,
Yeah.
you know. But 9 times out of 10, I mean, it's an exclusive club. Regardless, it's not, if you have a club in VI, it's not cheap. I did not build the establishment for every Tom,
For
Dick, and
discussion.
Harry just to come in.
Well, sometimes women spend too, and we have.
I'm not,
money and
I
wanna
do
a
have
good
women, I
time.
do have women that spend, but trust me, when they're coming, they let me know, Mike, I better keep table for 4 for me. And they call my girl, they come ball.
Yeah.
And I understand that. But you just walk up and sometimes I even allow the bouncers, allow a quota of people coming, right? They come in and then you look. Waiter brings a bill for them or the menu. And you're saying, them, let me get shisha first.
So
That's
now,
not why I kept.
discriminating against shisha.
No, that's not why that section has a price tag to it already.
Yeah.
Okay, fair.
Right. It's business. And you know what? This thing you're talking about women or single women, there's some embassies that will not allow, all over the world. They won't, if a single man wants to apply for visa, they will say no. I'm sure we've heard of it.
Yeah.
This
No,
world
no,
is
no.
Sarah,
insane.
Sarah,
No,
This world is
have you not heard?
insane.
Have you not heard of it? It's a well-known thing. Even all over the world, there's some clubs you go to. A young lady cannot just walk in by herself.
But why? We're
No,
adults
Sarah, no,
too.
Sarah.
Let
So
me-
let me
And
let
we
me say
deserve-
something,
let
guys.
me-
deserve a
It's
nice
just like
fun.
how at a particular point in time, when you mention Nigeria, you think scammers
Right.
because people have gone to spoil the name.
Exactly.
It's the same way some ladies, single ladies that are supposed to maintain, will go there and what they're looking for is hook up. So when you now that you're a baller now wants to go by yourself, they will start stereotyping you because somebody has gone to spoil the name
Okay,
for
so
you.
now we have an example of the thing he mentioned back then when he had a club in Ikeja,
Right.
where men come into the club and there's been a case of
Right,
taking
right, right.
girls and
Mhm.
ritual and whatnot. Why has that not made them create something extra to protect, to scrutinize the kind of men that come into the club?
No,
We've had cases of men.
He just
Chill.
said
We've
it.
had cases of men who do fake transfer. My point is that we're all humans and nobody's perfect.
No, but
We, as some women have made certain mistakes, same way some men have made certain mistakes.
Sarah.
But how come nobody's looking for ways to
Curb.
to curb
No,
it for
but
the men, but for the women, you're curbing it. If we see what is wrong, let's say.
Are you,
but-
are you a feminist?
What do you say?
not they
feminist.
resemble all those.
I'm just asking. Are you a
I
I
feminist?
do believe in the equality of sexes.
No, but wait.
I believe that
If you
we're
were
all
listening-
adults and we should
If
respect
you were
each
listening,
other.
he said it here now.
right?
He
There
said
is
it that
equity,
you get the
yeah,
kind of money
there
where you
is.
go pay. They go snap you, receive snap you.
So I am saying that
We don't need to
We've
have this
put-
conversation.
We've
He
put
has
those, listen, there are measures that are being put in.
No.
And I'll tell you something. You're in Nigeria. First thing,
so you're saying you cannot have fun if you don't come and book a table at the club. No, nobody's saying that.
Want to
You
dance?
said drink.
Dance
You buy
and drink,
drink.
but I don't want to.
See.
I don't want to spend 1 million
money.
naira
Okay,
at,
so
at the
table.
table. Because
Yeah.
So
the
you
tables
know-
have a price limit to
No,
them.
no,
You don't ever-
But I want to just dance.
Sure, of course you can do that, but just buy. There's my cheapest drink now is 400,000 now.
What's the most expensive?
Cheapest.
15 million.
One drink,
Yes.
15 million.
What drink is that?
Huh?
What drink is 15 million? What drink is that?
It's called Louis XIII.
Wow.
Is it
Why
because
is
of
it
he has
15 million?
13? That's why it's
No, it's
What?
Yeah,
Is it that when you sniff it, you never drink and you don't high? Why is it
But
15
see-
million?
that's the price.
Branding.
And so it's-
And you go get some people when now let that drink they drink. Oh.
no, I have a customer. That's all he drinks. Every time he comes, that's what he wants to drink.
You know what pisses
So
me
we
off?
cannot drink beer in club again.
How?
I'm just asking.
Wait.
He said out for
Go
me.
to the pub or go to the beer parlor.
But
Wait.
Nigerian
Jesus.
clubs. Okay, well,
That is number one. That is number one club in the world. Go ahead, say what you want to say.
I'd not say it's
Nigerian
Nigerian
club,
club in the world.
It
I'm
is
saying-
number one.
You think so?
Yes.
So Nigerian club, you think clubbing in Nigeria is a better experience than clubbing in Europe?
That's why they want to come here and club in dirty December. I don't understand you. You don't hear what I'm saying here since.
I mean, I
You
just
know what
thought they
pisses
want
me
to
off the
experience
most?
Africa and Afrobeat.
You know what in the
Yes,
investment?
it's not that. Let me tell you. There's also called what we do call club hopping, where you can go to 10 clubs in a night.
Yes.
It doesn't happen in our part of the world.
True.
Really?
True.
Yeah.
True. For UK, we they pay the entire club.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
But you know what they pay me pass? The people we no get money for club, 9 dance pass.
Before.
Yes,
If you see where they dance, now they go even drive. They say, oh, no. Like, we just tire.
and that's why I said there's a quota. Sometimes I know those people and will let them enter because now them won't drink the drink of the people we buy.
Exactly.
Another thing I say, I mean, I don't know from all the artists we don't come your club,
Right.
who don't spend the most? Because you see sometimes we don't know the one we gonna they give them free. We don't know who don't spend, who they
Actual
really.
money, not audio money.
Yeah.
So
Don't be political. Just
no,
say the
not
No,
truth.
it won't.
No. The truth of the matter is, artists have changed.
Mm.
Their orientation, their mindset have changed. They are now spending. Unlike back in the days, people
Would
were-
if you say,
like
I
way
come
back-
your-
Yes, back when I was in Ikeja, that didn't used to happen. But now, they are all spending, and in fact, it has become like a competition.
Wow.
If one particular artist here, this one spent 10 million here, the next day they're coming to do just that or even more. So the beautiful thing is that the number one spender in terms of spending in this Lagos artist. You won't like that I'll call his name, but I'll call his name.
Call it. I think I know who. But call.
Whisper to him, see if it's the same name.
Odo.
Oh,
Are you serious?
Love you, Odo.
It's Don Jazzy.
Oh, makes a whole lot of sense. Sarah, why you
Oh.
smiling like that? There's something in your mouth.
If I was to take 3 guesses, I know
I'll
mention
get.
it. You know, even like
Are
person
What
they
did you
go club.
mention?
Who else?
Davido?
Yes.
No. Even Bonner is members.
But not the Spampers
Ah,
for club.
Let's continue. You might not want to.
No. It depends on the mood.
Hmm.
They all have their spending days. Yes.
Yeah.
Depends on the mood. David can come down and just mess up the whole place, shut the whole place down.
But don't be that kind 98 where you talk. Don't be that kind.
I don't.
Who's
None
your
of them.
own?
None of them will do that kind of.
No, I just tell you say oil and gas pass all those.
Bonner can come in a different week and just decide to mess up the whole place. They all have their mood, and sometimes I think something with their mood too. Sometimes depend the people around them,
Yeah.
or the person they want to host or something like that.
Yeah.
They'll have the same.
Or within they said, or just within they happen.
They'll have their mood.
No, but I heard from the three, like the big three. Now Bonner and Inde really they mess place up.
I don't.
But
But I'm not ready to have that conversation with you. But before we let you go, Pretty Mike, in your
anything Bonner
own,
boy they verse.
you already know they don't talk to that one. No get good character.
They talk say, do you know him?
I don't know him, but
You
they talk
see?
say
Stop
you
hitting
know,
people from afar.
People
Please.
that don't know people and criticize them are people that don't have good character.
I swear.
Mm.
And I believe you will change your character by the time you guys.
Before we let
I
you go,
believe so
Pretty
too.
Mike,
Yeah.
please, in your own opinion, who do you think is the king or queen of like nightlife
Nightlife.
aside you? Before you say me, myself, and I.
No. So, to be honest with you, when you introduced me as the king of nightlife, I was going to stop you because people have done it a couple of times. And I tell them that word is too ambiguous for one person to own. That word is too vast for one person to own. The nightlife industry is huge.
Interesting.
Right. I've had people that have been there before me that are obviously doing good. I have some that have been there before me that are not doing good at all now. I've had some that are younger than me that are doing extremely good. I have some that are young. So it's not a word that can be placed on one person. Yes.
If even be one person this year may change.
Right. It's an ambiguous word.
Yeah.
Yes. I don't think anybody can wear that crown and hold it.
Oh, okay.
No. It is.
What of your party? The one where they come up.
Okay, Lagos party. Yes, Lagos party. June 29. One of the 1%.
The 1% of the 1%.
Is it happening at Proxy?
Una dey here?
We're doing the after party at Proxy.
Okay.
Yeah, but I don't know.
It's going to be. It's
gonna-
madness.
It's gonna. I'm
The
obviously-
last one was at this
Monarch.
yeah.
Yes. We're gonna.
It was mad.
We're gonna obviously share a limited invite to the station if you guys can afford to buy the ticket.
Come on,
Voila.
Pulse Nigeria, they can.
I didn't
Oh,
say-
you don't carry a good post. Why you know
The
fit?
station now.
You yourself. Why you know fit talk say and you won't come? You be girl. They no discriminate. When in they book Monarch, now Monarch is still happen.
Yes, no.
When in they book Monarch, you not did deal. You want to enter with your handbag, buy Sprite and put plenty lime. Make the ice.
Dio, what's your problem?
You don't carry straw.
a lot of people that have had issues with coming into a certain establishment should just understand that establishment has its rules and regulations.
Sure.
Yeah.
I've gone to restaurants in this Lagos that if you're wearing maybe slippers, no matter how expensive it is, they'll just say, okay, even with all your big cars,
I
they say,
swear.
you can't come in.
You
No,
don't
you can't
dress
say,
properly.
don't do that. Just
Yeah.
don't embarrass yourself. Just
Move.
they didn't allow you in, that's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, in this Lagos, I've had them. No slippers, you can't come in. How they just put up your Rolls Royce, like, what's that for you?
Yeah.
Sir, please, we don't allow this.
Hmm.
Yes, because
Alright.
in the Western world, those rules do oblige, and you have to.
Stick
True.
by them.
True.
How long you go? Quota don't enter. They go stand for line. They wait.
I swear.
Yeah.
I swear. It's
When
crazy.
two
oh.
come out, two enter.
Yeah. You go tell you say the inside don't too full more now wait.
Wait.
And
Yeah,
you go
I
wait.
know.
Cold day, everybody
Yes.
they wait. Once it's 3, everybody go out.
I still understand it, but ladies and gentlemen, I think we've come to the end
This
of
was a very
today's
good episode.
And I'm not
Yeah.
talking. I want to say now fresh person in real life, but it's somehow come from a man.
Guys,
But
you guys
anyway,
are-
guys,
for you guys is really pretty.
And he smells very well. Oh.
I appreciate.
Unlike
You're
come on, this
welcome.
whining
Nancy.
upon whining, I don't
oh
understand.
oh
Unlike who?
unlike one guest
Unlike who?
unlike one guest. Oh yeah.
But other than guys, I know this is an inside joke. Thank you so much.
It's
Shout
not an
out
inside
to
joke.
our
The theater our
sponsors.
nose.
Right?
Shout
Nutri-Mint.
out to
I was
Nutri-Mint.
having the peach flavor and I really, really do like it. This is nice, guys. Good try. I think Sarah was
I
having
had
the
orange.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you
And
want?
I think the orange is the best one.
They stocked me with pineapple. I don't know what their plan was.
Okay, this one's apple.
But did
Like
you
the
enjoy
pine.
it?
I'm fine.
Yeah,
Mine is
pineapple.
apple. Is very good. I like it.
You like it. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching. And you guys know this episode was absolutely, hot like it should
And
be.
the after party of this episode is happening at Proxy.
Do you
I'm
get
going to be spending
so you guys
90.
is seeing
You
that.
don't
You're
know
going to spend what?
98,000.
It's kind of
That one I just was shisha.
Then
I shisha.
Wait,
Wait, how much we bottle water for your club before we go?
7,000.
Hey,
One.
this one's in the water.
What? Mad.
all right, we have to go. Shout out to NutriMilk for supporting this episode. We can't wait to do this again next week. Bye.
Bye.